purpose. And whenever you say, I wonder why that's there, it might be there because of foreshadowing. Irony. Okay, irony. The idea of irony is there's popular definition of irony, and there's literary definition of irony. But it's a technique indicating as character plot development that's an attitude or an intention opposite to what's actually or ostensibly stated. That is, the opposite thing happens compared to what it could be either a character or the reader expects. And I don't know if that's a great definition because I find it sometimes hard to note. It's not the same as sarcasm. Okay, there's a little bit higher element to it, but it's the idea of an expectation being kind of flipped. Okay, that's irony, and we're going to see irony in Esther for sure. Okay. Symbolism. In narrative, this is harder. We think of symbolism, you see it with poetry, Psalms. You see it a lot with prophecy, actually, of concrete items being used to communicate something that is actually happening in another way. And certainly you see it in Apocalypse with Revelation. Symbolism is the point there. But when you get to symbolism in narrative, it's more limited, but it often is the idea of the names that are given or something around it, the location. There's a parallel between the physical world and the spiritual lesson. That's kind of what you see. Sometimes that can be overblown, but for example, when Jacob comes back and he is wrestling with the angel and he changes his name, the whole idea of the wrestling at that point is symbolic of what all the things that have been going on in Jacob's life, and that are being noted when his name is changed and he's recognized, because it's a physical struggle that it's to note the spiritual struggle that he's been going through. Maybe not quite as strong, but in Exodus, there's something to be said, with the distance, but when Moses is at the top of the mountain, he's with God and the people are down and they did not want to hear God. And the distance between them, that is a physical representation of something that was spiritual. There also is an allusion, we'll finish up, that's just an implied reference to some other part of the narrative. It can occur in other parts too. And then there's the coming of age idea, which we already mentioned, is just, okay, this person who is younger and learning an important lesson in life. All right, we will talk about point of view more, and that's just about narrator. You need to know who's speaking and why. We'll pick up on that next week, build this out, and then we can get into the text. And I hope at that point you'll appreciate why we did all this. So I appreciate your patience.